Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Lucid9. Without any further ado, let's just jump into it. Here we are. Here we go. District 6, the dead of night. Perfect place for an ignorant, thankless lowlife like me. Damn it. I drop against the wall, fighting for breath. A couple shady figures eye me from the alleyways, but when I meet their gaze, they turn away. I wouldn't mind a fight. I honestly wouldn't. It'd feel good, maybe. Cathartic. A good old fist to the face. Maybe I'd die. I deserve it. I shouldn't have said those words. Shit! I didn't finish reading! Fuck! No, I'm not doing this. No, we're gonna... Wait. We're gonna load. Yes, because I didn't read that. Damn it. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe I'd die. I deserve it. I shouldn't have said those words. It didn't matter that I was angry. It didn't matter that I felt unjustified. Rui didn't deserve didn't deserve words like that. Not when she's been by my side. Not when she's been my only friend. It just hurt. Even she acknowledged that I couldn't do anything correctly. She was supposed to support me, to believe in me, right? Whoa. Oh no. Pinged unknown. Haru, why would he be pinging me? How did he get my number? How is his number my phone? Is this part of a lapse I don't remember? Maybe he set his caller ID to be public. But that's strange, to say the least, especially for a student. And why is he in District 6? I cautiously follow the indicator, keeping to the shadows as I approach. I round the corner of the detonated alleyway, but... Denoted alleyway. Detonated. Denoted alleyway, God. Oh no. What? Oh no. No, not now, no! Oh shit. You're a coward. Oh fuck. Oh my god, is that a dead body? Oh my god! We'll see about that. Oh shit. Fuck, I'm spooked. Oh fuck. Shouldn't even be here. No, really? Don't you dare tell anyone. Why not? Look, no one can know about this. Scared someone will find out? All this time, I should have known. Why? I jolt awake, frantically clinging to my bedpost. My vision is still swimming, my mouth dry with the bitter aftertaste of anxiety medication. Was that Yahiko's dead body? Oh fuck. Oh no, I'm scared. That was a dead body. No, of all times, it had to be then? I squeeze my eyes shut in a vain attempt to recall the images that have just passed my retinas, but they're already gone. What happened? Why did I see a mutilated body? Why did I see Yahiko? What did I talk about? What the hell happened? I struggled to roll out of bed, but my limbs are frozen with terror, plastered to the sheets beneath my racing heartbeat. You're a coward. Who is that? Who said that? Why did they say it? How did I... Oh no. Oh no. No. I seize my phone, looking through my messages, my calls, anything. A clue, a hint, a status update. Oh god. I only find an email. Oh no. Be the drill. If you happen to find yourself in the midst of many strange events, don't worry. There are many people who believe in you. Don't forget who you are, and don't forget who you are not. Ah yes, the mystery emailer. The one who only started contacting me the night after my first lapse in years. The one who seems to know exactly what I'm facing, even though I don't know who they are. What a convenient response, almost as if it's exactly what I need to hear. I shut my phone, tossing it as far away from me as possible. Who am I during these lapses? The doctors, of course, have their own answers. It's just an unusual brain injury from the accident. You'll suffer brief lapses during times of stress when your memory is transitioning from short to long term. Wouldn't change anything about you, they said. You're still yourself, they said. It's just a little memory blip, they said. Maybe they were paid to tell me that. After all, no one wants to hear that they could have an uncontrollable alter ego who might very well be a serial killer. Oh no! Oh no! Can't trust anyone. Can't even trust myself. What am I doing while I think I'm sleeping? I lie still, fighting to keep my mind steady as I survey my next course of action. What do I do? Record myself? Confine myself? Report myself? What can I do if I find out that I might be the very person I'm trying to track? It's not possible, is it? It sounds ridiculous, like a half-baked plot from a second-hand book. Stupid, irrational, impossible. Just like me these past few days. Maybe I should just go to school. I can only snort at the thought. Shallow, ditzy little school where I'll receive homework assignments on calculus problems and how Mayor Inori has saved Isamu and 1,000 other things that mean nothing when people are dying every day. Still, if I lapse at school, maybe someone will catch me. Maybe we'll find out once and for all. Besides, it's not like I have anything better to do. Oh no. It only takes me a moment to get dressed and wolf down a quick breakfast. The food is sour in my stomach, but I force myself to keep it down. Contrary to the past few days, the entrance is packed with students. It's practically impossible to weave my way through. I peer through the crowd of heads and catch a brief glimpse of red hair that slowly plods away. Threads of whispers shoot in rapid fire at the sight. Again? They say Haru went missing and Shoji ended up passing away. Yeah, I saw the news. I can't believe it. I can. We should have expected it the moment we saw them talk to Ari. Do you really think she'd do that? No wonder those girls are angry at Ari. But guys, isn't this getting a little out of hand? They even egged her this time. You think we're too hard on her? Midori, Toma, Akane, now Shoji and Haru. How high does the body count have to get before you start believing us? But she was even involved with... You're not taking the side of that bitch, are you? Look, an adult had to step in and take your group to the principal's office. That doesn't make them look any better. Hey, no fighting. It's a Masato! I'm shoved to the side as Masato breaks through the crowd, his jaw taut with suppressed anger. The students immediately quiet down, watching eagerly for another display with their phone cameras primed for patter. All of you better quit your yapping and scram. Your little chit-chatting and doing a thing. Despite the fact that he's the president of the honor society, the students know enough about Masato to not start anything. They quickly disperse into the courtyard. Oh my god. Is it just me, or is Masato supposed to be southern? I don't even know. Masato turns to look at me. I'm hit with the memories that I tried to forget. The argument at the canal, the bitter fight with Ruri. It's amazing what 24 hours can do. All of those encounters seem so distant. Masato curls his lower lip in disgust and strides away. It sucks me right in the stomach. I'm speaking before I know it. Masato lifts an eyebrow at me, but his body's tense with anger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry? I don't know what I did. I want to know why you're so mad. I don't understand. But Masato cuts me off, wrapping his fingers in the end of his jacket until his knuckles turn white, not right, white! If you're gonna take something from someone, man, at least take care of it. What? That was the last thing I was expecting to hear. Get to class. He storms past me and disappears into the classroom building. I'm only left bewildered and even more alone than before. This time, I've really got no one. I'm so confused. I force myself to plod to my chair. The stairwells and the hallways are congested with nauseating, frivolous gossip that makes me shake my head. This is disgusting. I'm just about to slip in the classroom when a jolt of movement in the hallway catches my eye. Mr. Ryuta has just opened the door to the principal's office, through which a number of students are filing. His face seems unusually burdened, the most solemn that I've ever seen it. Jiru? 5 of them, bullying, cornering the Hiraga girl. Again? You don't understand, Principal! Are you really fine with a murderer running around campus? What, throwing some kids with potty mouths under the bus to cover for her? Look, you guys will address the principal with respect, and you will listen to what he has to say. Next time I see you tossing around that kind of attitude, you'll be packing your bags. Understood? I've never heard him sound so harsh. The students instinctively step back like he's emitting some dark aura. God. Mr. Aruda, how can you say that when Haru's gone? Haru Bunya? Gone? What? You didn't know? He's been gone since last afternoon. He didn't even come back to the school for curfew. But Haru's a smart kid. Didn't he know to stay? What does it matter? Midori and Toma and Akane, they were inside the school after curfew, but they disappeared anyway. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. We're doomed. She bursts into tears as Mr. Ryuta is frozen in place, looking strangely awkward. Bring them in, Jiro. I'll handle it from here. Mr. Ryuta wordlessly steps aside, watching the students file into the principal's office. When the last student has entered, he shuts the door, sighing heavily. I step forward to greet him, but something halts me in my tracks. Students from this very school. Gone. Yesterday, a death on the subway tracks. Now, Haru Bunya joins the ranks. I can't trust myself. How can I possibly trust anyone else? It's got to be the stress getting to me, but I see every familiar face as a potential enemy, a puppeteer in the shadows, moving all the chess pieces into place. Mr. Ruda, something about him seems unbearably ominous, surrounded by death. Am I the killer? Is the killer someone close to me? Or is the killer a complete stranger? Everyone is a possibility. Mr. Ruda is intelligent, flippant, and when he needs to be, ruthlessly efficient. Then he notices me awkwardly standing in the hallway, twiddling my thumbs. Well, if it isn't my favorite delinquent. He's searching my face. I attempt to mask my expression. I can't show anything, not now. Hey, Mr. Ruda. Decide not to mention the scene that I just witnessed. Maybe it's better if he doesn't know. Kids. Oh, kid, you've got bags for days going on under your eyes. Have you been sniffing all night? What? Sniffing all night? What? Can you seriously just say that in the middle of the school? No, I was finishing some stuff up last night. I see. You sure you don't want to talk about it? Whew. I was a yawn. I've talked to him about my past. I'm supposed to trust Mr. Aruda. I don't know. We've got some time before class starts. It's up to you. Wouldn't it be better to run my thoughts by him? He has information about the student that I can never get otherwise. About the students that I can never get otherwise. Okay, your office? We slip into Mr. Aruda's office without any hesitation. Mr. Aruda settles behind his desk. He's still eyeing me closely. Maybe he trusts me about as much as I trust him. You're really different today, Yana. What's bothering you? Do I really look that haggard? I thought I put up a passable front. That obvious? Once upon a time, kid, I was also a student. I pulled all-nighters for exams just like you. Except, this doesn't seem like it's related to an exam. Exams are the furthest thing from my mind at the moment, that's for sure. Mr. Aruda, about the murders. He frowns at my question. You're still interested in that? It's difficult to keep my composure up, but I managed to look him straight in the eye. Please, if you could just answer one question of mine about it. I can see the reluctance in his gaze, but after a long moment, he finally relents with a silent nod. He said that the victims all had some kind of psychological problem. Could you look up their connections with... It's just a shot in the dark. I don't even know if the killer is someone who I've met in person, but I've got to see if they have any relationship with... Oh, fuck. Who do I... I don't know who I'm putting... Oh, I guess I can choose whoever. I'm gonna say Yahiko. Sorry. First, I'm gonna say I hope this is one where you can choose everyone and not just have to choose just one. Arihiraga. Arihiraga comes to mind. I did see her walking around District 6 that one night, and she is rather quiet and unassuming. There's also all the rumors about her and her connections with the victims. It's just stupid gossip and bullying, but what if it isn't? Is there anything between the victims and Arihiraga? Do they have a lot of contact? Arihiraga, the one who's being bullied? Well, she's being blamed for causing those disappearances and murders. You really going to believe what a couple of idiotic students want to believe? No, but I want to be sure. Alright, if you're sure. He taps at an intermediate pace, and even from my difficult angle of viewing, I can see windows popping all over his screen. All I'm getting are the rumors that she was seen talking to each of the victims before they disappeared. Which doesn't prove anything. After all, she also probably says thank you to the lunch ladies and the not getting murdered. Maybe she doesn't. Strange, was I on the wrong train of thought? No, I'm certain that the psychological problems trend is purely coincidental. Maybe I don't know the person responsible? Well, might as try the people I do know. Oh, thank God. I was worried that I wasn't gonna be able to. So let's go with... Yahiko Hikari. Someone started a club for depressed and troubled students. It was called the Happy Club, and I thought that it had the stupidest name in existence. But that club was for depressed and troubled students. Students with psychological problems. Is it really just a coincidence? Is there anything between the victims and Yahiko Hikari? Yahiko? Like dumb blonde friend of Yahiko? Wait, like dumb blonde friend Yahiko? Have you gone crazy, kid? What the hell would that ditz have to do with these crimes? Can you look it up, please? I hate this doubt. Everyone in my sights is being painted as a potential target. Ari, Mr. Yurayuda, Yahiko, even myself. I just need to find proof that I'm wrong. Right, well, you're a weird one, kid. His fingers fly over the tablet. I see its surface flashing in a myriad of colors like strobe lights at a concert. Then he freezes and drops the tablet. It hits the floor with a shrill clatter. I instinctively wince, almost expecting it to shatter into pieces. What the? Oh no. I need to go back and see if it was Natsuki too, huh? Shit. I wanted to see. I hope it lets me do that still. Gingerly, I stoop forward to pick it up. The screen is a mash of information tidbits from the school records, patter feeds, and photos from Instacam. A group picture of a bunch of teens hanging out at a park, faces tagged as Yahiko Hikari, Akane Tsukino, Shoji Hasegawa, and Haru Banya. A matching pat from Yahiko announcing the very first meeting of the Happy Club. An update from the roommate of Midori Ameono claiming that Yahiko was harassing Midori with the most horrible pickup lines and she doesn't even like chocolate. A picture of the orientation groups before school started, including Toma Hayasha as a part of Yahiko's orientation group. He'd led an orientation? No, never mind that. Wait, what is this? Some conspiracy? It's like the universe was just waiting for me to dig into Yahiko Hikari so that it could flood me with information that couldn't possibly be coincidental. The common thread is Yahiko? No, this is ridiculous. I reject this reality and substitute my own. Well, I mean, maybe there's someone else in common. But there's a trend that I can't ignore. And even worse, each victim is getting progressively closer to Yahiko. Mr. Ryuta, if this is true... I look to Mr. Ryuta, but he's only staring at the floor, uncharacteristic shock etched all over his face. Mr. Ryuta? Huh? Oh, sorry. You know how sometimes you get so focused on something that, well, you kind of forget everything else? Does that happen to you? Often. Not you? You seem pretty fixated on the idea that Yahiko Akari is related to these murders. You're not serious, right? I don't know. Everything seems like a possibility. It's as if I was stuck in a dark room with only vague shapes and sounds, feeling my way around, and then someone turned on the floodlights, leaving weird spots in my vision that have to be hallucinations, but somehow aren't. Wait, I had questions about Natsuki! Fuck! Just the bell, kid. Guess you better get to class. Class? We're on the verge of discovering something vital about the killer, and I have to go to class? No, I should go. More than anything, I need to cool down. Give my mind time to process the shock. Bye, Mr. Ryuta. Damn it! I should have gone with Natsuki first. God damn it. I really wanted to know. I guess I should go back. Take care, kid. Should I go back? Should I? You know what? I think I'm gonna go back. I know it's a lot of stuff to go back to, but just so I can... I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. Yes. I already saved it, but we're just gonna skip everything, cause we're gonna skip all this because I didn't say it before. I had to ask those questions. Okay. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay. Okay, so just go with Akira. Or not Akira. Ari. Why the fuck did I say Akira? Natsuki Tanaka. Okay. Natsuki comes across as an ardent fan of psychology, especially when it comes to manipulating people. In fact, wasn't she the one who told me about dissociative identity disorder? Is there anything between the victims and Natsuki Tanaka? Common clubs, hobbies, family, social groups? Natsuki Tanaka, who's that? Classmate, likes psychology. And she's a screwed up psychopath on the side, but that doesn't seem to be my place to mention. I see, let me take a look. He taps at an intermediate pace, and even from my difficult angle of viewing, I can see windows popping all over his screen. Nope, I'm not getting anything. Maybe I've got this all wrong? But there must be some kind of reason for this psychological trend. It could be nothing, but I should go through the people I do know who could be connected. Of course, Yahiko Akari. Okay, we're gonna skip all this too because just the bell, kid. I guess you better get to class. Blah, 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 blah. Bye, Mr. Ryuta. Take care, kid. Alright, that's all it was. Alright. I'm just gonna save over this other thing because... Yep. Okay. Good. I wanted to see what he had to say. I sidle out of the office and race down the hall, my mind still hazy with thoughts. There has to be another explanation. I must have missed something. Maybe I just shouldn't think about this until later. When I arrive, I notice that Yahiko's already in his chair. I instinctively freeze when I see him, worry still fresh in my mind. But wait, didn't Yuri say that Yahiko had been arrested? After the subway accident, hadn't he been taken under suspicion of Shoji's death? And yet, I saw him in District 6 last night. I definitely ran into Yahiko Akari, and we definitely had some kind of conversation. True, a lot of time passed because of my lapse. There were a good number of hours between the subway accident and the alley accident. But still, Is it possible for someone to be released that quickly? Did he use his personal connections? Did he call on his parents to bail him out? No, I'm thinking about this the wrong way. He must have been released because they found out that he was innocent. Maybe bureaucracy isn't as inefficient as I thought. Maybe the case was finished because it was urgent. Yeah, as if that's likely. No, stop thinking about this. This is crazy. I temporarily shut my thoughts out and slip into my chair. Yahiko seems to be browsing through a pattern feed. Wait. We talked yesterday, back in District 6. It didn't seem like any ordinary conversation either. Are we on good terms? Neutral terms? Bad terms? For my memories, I guess that the encounter was negative. If I act strangely, he'll find out about my lapses. What do I do? Then again, he's got someone's death weighing on his mind. Someone who he knows. If he was an innocent witness, he'd be traumatized. He'd be different. How exactly do I act with someone who... Well, hello, my good minion! Yeah! I jerk backward, but he only grins brightly, waving his hand in front of my face. Feeling a bit under the weather? No worries! Have some coffee. Straight from Buckstar Coffee House. He thrusts an insulated cup at me. I peer through the lip. Sure enough, I see thick caramel liquid that froths in a warm whirlpool. Hesitantly, I take the cup. The heat caresses my cold hands. Is it poisoned? My mind supplies. I shut it down. Oh, no need to thank me. I'm naturally this generous. A sharp chill runs down my spine. Is it possible to act so natural after seeing someone die? After seeing blood, tasting blood, hearing blood? How do you hear blood? You mean like the sound of blood? Like gushing out? Like... I don't know how to do blood sound effects. I'm bad. Why is he grinning? Why is he acting like nothing happened? I didn't know Shoji that well, and even now. Yahiko. Hey, sounds like that's the warning bell. I'm gonna chat a little with Misaki. He bounces away with a spring in his step. What? Maybe this has something to do with our exchange yesterday. There's no other reason why he'd be able to completely ignore death, much less the death of someone he knew, unless... Students! Seats, please! The rest of the class rushes to their chairs. The commotion drowns out my thoughts. I force myself to pay attention through class. It's preferable to getting visions of bloody, beaten bodies. Oh god, my eye is itching. Why? There's like something in my eye. I answer the teacher's questions at every chance I get and actually listen to the lecture. Apparently it's such a rare occurrence that the entire classroom is staring at me by lunch. Still, break is break. Any momentary curiosity immediately halts at the first chime of the bell. Yahiko tugs at my shoulder, his face still alight with a cheery grin. Lunch? Calf? The old gang? I steel myself and look straight into his eyes. I saw you at the train station where Shoji died. Yahiko freezes, his expression flickers for a single moment, almost too quick to catch. Oh! I caught it! Oh! What happened? Why were you there? His face flattens. A stab of guilt wrenches through my stomach, but I try to squash it. I need to know who I'm talking with and who's talking. Come on, minion! If we wait too long, the lunch line will take forever! A hungry overlord is not a happy overlord. Yahiko. Well, minion, there's no forcing you if you don't want to come, even if you're a minion. Well, guess there's no forcing you if you don't want to come, even if you're a minion. Ta-ta for now! Oh! Yahiko, I'm on to you! You ass! He quickly prances out of the room before I can slip another word in. I can't suppress a shudder of revulsion. The fact that Yahiko's acting the same as he always does is terrifying. Moreover, I've done nothing to ease my fears about my lapse. I still have no clue what happened yesterday, why I saw a bloody body, and why I ran into Yahiko. You are disturbed, and what happened? You are disturbed, what happened? I almost jump at the sudden voice from behind. Ari is seated on the edge of the table, munching quietly on the peach. What the? Where did you come from?
Classroom 2D.
Well, I know that. She only tilts her head at me, like a perfectly calibrated machine waiting for a simple command, like a soulless doll ready to kill. No, I need to stop this. These are people I'm talking to, not machines, and they're not killers, and I'm not a killer, and we're just ordinary students at an ordinary school.
Something is bothering you.
I falter, my words cold in my mouth. My thoughts are building up in my head, pounding incessantly, begging for exit. Should I talk with her? Yeah, we'll talk to her. Yeah, I had an interesting day.
What happened?
Well, I saw someone die, maybe killed by my close friend, then I was a jerk to the only person who stuck by me, then I went to the sketchy part of town where I saw a mutilated body, except I can't remember how because my brain is only half functional. Not much. She... Not much. She evaluates me for a moment from behind her peach.
Let's go to the rooftop.
What? She only gestures for me to follow her as she pops out of the classroom. Well, at the very least, I guess it's a better place to talk. Like most days, the rooftop is practically empty. Ari plops down in an obscure corner, nibbling at her peach.
Sit.
I obligingly settle next to her. She pushes a peach into my hand.
You're quiet.
She states this placidly, the irrefutable fact of a textbook. I only stare at the peach. Is this for me?
Yes.
Can I eat it? I can eat it?
Yes.
Hesitantly, I bite into the fruit. It's succulent and soft. I don't realize how hungry I am until that moment. I've had plenty of chances to eat, but little appetite. The sobering thought brings me back to the moment. I look into the sky, idly blurting whatever comes to mind. Life feels like life has been the same for years, and now everything's changing. I don't even know why. A worried smirk pulls at my lips. I close my eyes and lean my head against the bench. Get me some alcohol. Let's drink our sorrows away. Ari remains still, waiting for me to elaborate. You know, when people are upset, they drink themselves to oblivion. That kind of thing. Great idea, right? Now that's a contribution to society. Still silence. Disconcerted, I open my eyes. Ari is nowhere to be found. She getting alcohol? She wouldn't have taken me seriously, would she? Wasn't it obvious that I was joking? Ari? Nothing. I quickly check my phone. No message. Maybe she left for a different reason. Maybe she decided not to talk to me?
Yama.
Yeah! I whip around. Ari is standing behind me, hugging a bottle of sake in one arm and a bottle of vodka in the other. Oh crap, she actually took me seriously. Where did you get that from? No, never mind. How did you get that into school? Alcohol is strictly forbidden, and yet in the space of maybe a minute, she's managed to acquire some and smuggle it in. But Ari only smiles slightly, holding both bottles in my direction.
Drink.
She looks so proud of herself. I can't find it in me to refuse. But alcohol? What am I supposed to do with this? Can you, return it?
You wanted to drink your sorrows away.
Well, no, I wanted to get drunk. She suddenly sprints away toward the edge of the roof. Alarmed, I follow after her and watch in shock as she manages to nimbly jump on the branches of the tallest tree. I can only assume she manages to shimmy down the tree onto the ground, because her small frame is immediately lost in the foliage. Too alarmed to speak, I mindlessly walk back to where I sat before. I stare at the alcohol that's now in my possession. Wait, I have alcohol! I could get expelled, I could go to prison, I could...
Here.
Yeah! Where did she even come from? Didn't I just see her in that tree?
Take this.
She pushes a can of Starman energy drink into my already full arms.
If you mix this with alcohol, you will become intoxicated much quicker.
What?
But you will feel alert, so you will want to drink more. Do not.
I should have guessed that Ari would take my words at face value, but how does she even know all this? Wait. I don't actually want to get drunk. It was a joke!
Joke?
First of all, I'm not stupid enough to get drunk, especially given that my brain is only half functional as is. Besides, it's illegal at my age, not that Ari seems to care. Okay, first things first. How do I get this alcohol out of school without anyone noticing? I guess I could just ask Ari, but that doesn't seem very fair to her since I was the one who made her get it in the first place. Unintentionally, of course. How did she get it here? I know she can climb trees with ease. Maybe she also went through the ventilation or sewer systems, but that's ridiculous, isn't it? Either way, the key lies in her hands. Ari, how did... Bang! I watch in horror as the cork shoots out the vodka bottle, sails over the railing, and plummets to the ground below. Ow! What the hell?
Oh,
Well, crap. Is this a cork? I gingerly peer over the railing. A student is clutching the vodka cork, squinting upwards. I hurriedly lean back before he can see me. Fantastic, and I thought this day couldn't get any better. Hey, Teach, this cork just came from the rooftop. Oh! This smell! Is there a party on the rooftop? Not an official one. I wince as the teacher storms into the classroom building. She'll be here any moment. Frantically, I turn to Ari, who is experimentally tasting the vodka. Ari, we need to get rid of this, now. Ari clearly registers the urgency in my voice. She promptly sets the vodka down and stares straight at me.
throw it away?
What? No, just put it back wherever you got it from.
Oh,
She quickly hands the alcohol to me.
I wasn't trying to steal it from you.
What? Why are you? No, put it back where you... Slam! The teacher stomps to the rooftop as if she's searching for someone to kill. Tilted with panic, I make a vague shooing motion in Ari's direction before I leap out of my cover into plain sight. Professor? Crap, my voice cracked. Come on, where are those make-believe skills? You! The teacher barrels in my direction, her eyes flaring. Did you see any other students on the rooftop? No. So you admit that this cork came from you? She raises the cork with shaking hands. Dang it. I should have made something up. I should have said that there were students, but they ran away. What's that? It's the only half-intelligent thing that comes out of my mouth. Don't play dumb with me, young man! Where are you hiding it? What? Come to think of it, why are you standing in front of this bush? Bush? What bush? She steps to her right. I follow to block her view. She moves to the left. I mimic it. Okay, that was definitely suspicious. So, it's behind you, is it? What's behind me? You're digging your own grave, young man. Move aside. This is it. This is what all of my years of suffering through school have turned into. This is the culmination of my sucky week. It should be stupid. It should be trivial. Getting expelled from school? What does that matter in the face of 5 deaths or losing my friends? But what if I turn homeless? What if I enter the spiraling abyss of debt and have to join the Yakuza and contract tetanus? Wait. Contract is during a job gone wrong. Tetanitis. I don't know. Tetanus going wrong. I suppose you're clear. She steps back from the bush. Surprisingly, it's empty. There's no sign of Ari nor the alcohol. Did she finally understand what I meant, or is she just taking it to a more terrifying purpose? The teacher suddenly whips to me, her eyes narrowed. Well, I apologize for suspecting you without any basis. She sounds almost as apologetic as a toddler in a tantrum. If you happen to find those irresponsible students who are in the possession of alcohol, give them a little message for me. They can run, but they can't hide. Then, just as abruptly as she entered, the teacher races from the rooftop, slamming the door behind her. I only sink to the ground, relishing the relief that washes through my veins. I live another day. What a ridiculous encounter.
Yama.
Again, Ari appears, as if from nowhere. This time, the alcohol is nowhere to be seen.
I understood. I put them back.
She's practically bursting with pride. Well, for Ari. Hesitantly, I pat her on the head. Thanks. She only nods placidly and continues to munch on her peach. Just curious, but where did you get that stuff anyway? The vodka and sake.
Cafeteria kitchens.
Oh, I see. Wait a minute. What? You stole it from the cafeteria?
They weren't using it.
Well, it's still the schools. It's illegal for minors to drink, and it's illegal to steal, so it must be doubly illegal for minors to drink alcohol that's been stolen. Who'd ever think of taking the kitchen stock? The idea is either genius, insane, or both. Come to think of it, how does Ari get her peaches? I swear that her stash is inextinguishable. Every time I see her, she has a new peach. Can be. Ari, by any chance? Oh, no, wait, this is ridiculous. All of this is ridiculous. Joking about alcohol and almost getting expelled for it. Peaches, endless peaches coming from nowhere. Mirth bubbles out of me in worried laughter. Ridiculous. Brain damage, memory lapses, but bus accident, mutilated bodies, double-faced informants. Hurting Rui, hurting Masato, Mr. Ryuda, Mr. Yahiko, and... Did I just say Mr. Yahiko? Mr. Ryuda and Yahiko and Ari as serial killers. My chuckles transform into an all-out hysterical fit. I struggle to keep breathing as my ribs ache beneath the instinctual heave of my lungs. It's crazy, all of it.
What is funny?
My throat aches as I struggle to master myself. Life is hilarious. Ari inclines her head, quietly waiting. It's invitation enough. Ever had that feeling where you feel like you know everything, but it just takes one moment and your whole world crumbles to pieces?
Like La Rouge Lamparade?
La Rouge Lamparade. Always La Rouge Lamparade. I'm being likened to a fictional character from a show. Sure, La Rouge Lamparade. He's a pretty cool guy, right?
He kills people.
Oh, that's a bit of a damper. I release my fingers behind my head, staring into a nearby flower until my eyes begin to burn. I'm probably not any better. Rui and I got in an argument yesterday, and I was an idiot. I don't know what came over me. The kinds of things I was saying, I'd never thought of them. Not genuinely. We hadn't fought like that, well, ever. Is that what death does? Makes you become a completely different person? She seemed fine. Normal. I thought she'd be okay since she didn't see it. Ari considers this for a moment before she speaks. Every word is enunciated deliberately.
Perhaps she had problems, but she did not want you to worry you with.
Ah.
My parents were the same.
Your parents?
They died.
Oh. I feel the urge to say that I'm sorry, but it sounds shallow in the gravity of this moment. I see. Ari only nibbles at her peach. How? I don't realize how insensitive that question is until it's already out of my mouth. Thankfully, before Ari can respond, the warning bell pings. I hurriedly get to my feet. Oh, I guess we have to head back to class. Ari silently stands next to me.
They fought.
Every word seems labored, like it's painful to utter them. They fought? How does that explain how they passed away? There's a strong part of me that wants her to continue. Part of me that's curious about this enigma known as Ari Hiraga. But I can't bring myself to do it. There's enough craziness going on. Finding out about Ari's past might just make things worse. Hey, you don't have to tell me, it's fine. I moved to the rooftop door, keen on exiting before I cause any more trouble. It's better this way. My curiosity just leads to hurting people anyway. Ari silently follows me, staring at the peach cupped in her hands. We part at the stairway. I'm not sure what to say, but at the very least, she doesn't seem angry at me, just thoughtful. I expect to spend the remainder of time by myself, but instead I find Misaki waiting by my chair.
Ah, Yama.
Hi.
Do you want to go somewhere with me?
What, now?
No, tomorrow. Of course right... No, tomorrow. Of course right now.
Class is about to start.
Are you seriously coming up with an excuse to stay in school?
She's right. Normally I wouldn't mind. So you're saying we should ditch?
I prefer the phrase investing our time in other endeavors.
So ditching.
You make it sound so ugly.
As sudden as this may be, it might actually end up being kind of fun. Duh, we're gonna ditch with Misaki. Why not? It's not like I'd be doing anything productive in school. Where were you thinking? She smiles brightly, gesturing to the door with both hands.
You'll see.
I obligingly exit the classroom right as the bell sounds. As we make our way down the street, newfound excitement takes the place of anxiety. It's definitely a welcome change. Surprisingly, she leads me to GFC. After we order and pick up our chicken, we slip into the nearest booth.
I found this place the other day. Their wings are really good.
I know, I come here a lot, actually.
Really?
Well, not recently because of the investigation, the lapses, the serial killings, Rui Masato and Yahiko. Now that I think about it, when was the last time we all ate here together? Has it really been that long? Or is my memory just that unreliable? Well, let's see. Let's see, Yahiko. Not Yahiko, Yama. Let's see, Yama. Let's see. Last time we've been here, that would be about... I'm trying to look. That would be about... I just noticed that I added like a video that's not even Eris related into my Eris playlist because for some reason YouTube likes to add like oh, I want to add this video to a playlist, and you hit that thing, the button, and it's just like automatically adds it to your latest playlist that you just updated. So sometimes like I accidentally add videos that aren't related to any of my videos on YouTube to my playlists, and it's like, fuck you, YouTube, for doing this bullshit. But anyways, last time we were here, that would be about... We were here... I think the last time we were here was about... I'm gonna guess... Episode 21? Maybe? I'm not sure. Just a lot of episodes ago. But anyways. Now that I think about it, when was the last time we all ate? Somehow Masaki manages to catch the change in my face. She quickly leans forward, her attention fixed on me. I'm hungry. Do I have crackers? I have crackers. Wait, I do. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm getting... I didn't eat breakfast because I woke up late and I'm supposed to be at school right now, but I'm not because, you know, I woke up late and I just thought there's no point in me going to school today anyways. And also I'm not feeling particularly well. My sinuses hurt and I still have a little bit of a headache. So. Yes. Ritz crackers. I don't go along with the Ritz. How proper we're eating. Not eating when we're at a fast food place. Something's bothering you. I'm assuming it has to do with your fight with Rui. Wait, how do you know about that?
Because she told me. Well, more like I forced it out of her.
Her exasperation is quickly replaced with concern.
Still, you're still having your lapses.
She told you about that, huh?
And about Mizu.
And that you almost drowned. So, what? Are you going to lecture me about that too? My response comes out harsher than I intended. Instead of getting angry, Misaki only raises an eyebrow in bewilderment.
You jumped into the river to save someone. Why would I lecture you?
Because I didn't save him, Miki, because I couldn't even save myself. I just ended up being useless, again. You're such a damn dumber! She suddenly shouts something incomprehensible, slamming her fists on the countertop. Everyone in the restaurant immediately stops to look at us. Do you know what I hate most about you, Yama? The fact that you always bring yourself down. Yes, you could have died, but you tried anyway, right?
You could have ignored him. You could have let that boy drown and no one would have thought less of you because of your condition. It's not always about succeeding. It's about having faith in yourself. Her fingers curl on the edge of the table, an odd heaviness to her tone. Even with your condition, you're a lot more capable than you think, Yama. So please, don't ever say that you're useless again. In her response to her words, I can only remain in stunned silence. Is she actually commending me? Even though I had almost died? Even though I hadn't accomplished anything? But to be completely honest, I almost feel a little touched. Finally realizing that her outbursts had attracted the attention of nearby customers, Misaki's face blushes a bright red and she sinks back into her seat. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have yelled at you like that.
The pain in her voice is almost palpable, as if she had just slapped me across the face. Oh, it's fine.
We should probably finish eating.
Yeah, we should! I say as I get more crackers out because I'm a hungry little shit. Buggery. Light and butterfree crackers. We redirect our attention back to our food. I love crackers. For the next few minutes, we eat in awkward silence. I'm about to say something to break the tension until I notice Misaki reaching for GFC's signature hot sauce. Miki? Before I can warn her, she's already downing her wings like there's no tomorrow. Isn't that spicy?
The ketchup?
Oh no. That isn't ketchup, it's hot sauce.
Oh, so it is.
She merely shrugs her shoulders and continues eating, seemingly unaffected. You know, not even Masato could handle that.
Masato must be a wimp then.
She says this teasingly, eliciting a chuckle from me. I'm pretty sure she's probably the only person who can beat Masato in the eating contest. I kind of want to see that, actually.
By the way, have you seen that pat I sent you?
You sent me a pat?
Have you even been using patter recently?
To be honest, no. She sighs, motioning me to hand over my phone. I obligingly do so.
Apparently your kimono commercial has generated a lot of buzz. I was reading some of the comments and you seem to have quite a few fangirls.
What?
Fangirls! Female fans! Admirers!
Why would I have admirers?
Don't be so modest, Yama. I mean, you are attractive.
Well, thank you, Misaki! I remember you saying something similar to Yahiko the other day.
Oh, don't worry. I think you're much cuter than he is.
Misaki! Why would she think I was worried? How could she say that so blatantly? How did we even get on this topic anyway?
Here, I'll read some of these comments to you.
I'd rather not.
He's so cute! I wonder if he has a girlfriend. I've never seen this actor before, but I like it. I like a lot. The acting was so good. Are they really a couple? This guy makes me question my sexual preference. I'm a dude, by the way. Have you ever... I think that should be enough.
Feeling my face flush, I quickly... I love those comments where it's just like, this person made me question my sexual preference. I'm a dude, by the way. I quickly lean over the table and snatch my phone out of her hands. She only grins at me in amusement.
Don't tell me you're embarrassed.
Of course not.
Then why is your face red?
I just don't have your tolerance for spicy food. She giggles at this, absorbing herself in her own phone.
You should seriously consider becoming an actor, Yama.
It's not like I did that well.
You did well enough considering the circumstances.
Can't help but feel a tinge of pleasure at her praise. Ah.
If not an actor, then what?
I'll probably just manage my parents' restaurant. She pauses, raising a questioning eyebrow at me. Here comes the managing your parents' restaurant isn't a real job remark.
I didn't know you could cook.
That's what she was surprised about? I'm decent, I guess.
Can I be your first customer?
Sure.
You'll let me eat for free too, right?
What? No way.
Why not?
Because you'll put me out of business.
Put you out of business?
I point to her empty plate. She seems to make the connection.
Are you implying that I eat too much?
I'm just saying you'd have to pay the full price, otherwise I wouldn't profit.
You definitely wouldn't be able to profit if your arms were broken.
Well, that escalated quickly. Jesus Christ! I'd like to have all of my bones intact, thank you.
Well, you shouldn't call a girl.
A sudden shrill emanates from her cell phone, cutting her off mid-sentence.
Hello?
What an outrageous response.
Let me break your.
If you call me fat, I'm gonna break your arms.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry, sir. I'll be there right away.
She quickly cuts the call, clearing her food from the counter. What's the rush?
I'm late for my meeting.
You have a meeting?
Yes, with my manager after school.
Ah.
Quick, finish your food so I can leave.
She suddenly grabs a wing and tries to shove it in my mouth. What are you doing? Why don't you just go?
I hear it's bad luck to leave a restaurant by yourself if you're with someone.
Where did you hear that from?
The internet, of course.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I shouldn't be surprised at this point.
Come on!
I'll just bring my food with me. After fetching a food container for my wings, Misaki drags me out of GFC. We stride into the warm, spring-tinted air. Misaki turns to me, pasting on a smile.
Thanks for just ditching school with me, Yama.
No problem.
Maybe we can do this again sometime.
You're planning on becoming a delinquent now?
I mean, eating at GFC, I miss enough class as it is.
In that case, sure, I'd like that.
Until later, then. Until then, later!
Fuck, why am I reading things backwards? Fuck! With that, Misaki waves animatedly, hurrying off to work. It was nice, honestly. Spending time with her made me actually relax. I'm ready to head back to my apartment, but a sudden ping brings my attention to my phone. Oh. Oh. Kira. Can we scroll back up? I'm just gonna read this first, in case we can't.
Sup, General? Heard from a little bird and a turd that you were feeling a bit under weather. Want to swing by Drama Club? It's a party. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Oh, we can't. Okay, good thing I read it all first. Drama Club? Now? Well, I guess technically I have nothing better to do. Go to Drama Club. It's not a bad idea. Some make-believe might be just what I need, especially with the cure if that display on the rooftop is anything to go by. Yeah. What classroom?
2C, be there or be a cupcake. Because, you know, a square is just so yesterday. And cupcakes are delicious.
I roll my eyes, but I'm smirking as I enter the classroom.
Yeah, but what kind of cupcake? Chocolate, vanilla, red velvet, strawberry. I don't know any other flavors of cupcake.
Yeah, this should make my day considerably less crappy. 2C is just as generic as 3B. In fact, the only difference with my classroom is that it's currently filled with a scattered group of students. The number seems to be fewer than when I was last here.
Good day, General.
Akira pops up from beneath the desk, his face shining in a cheery grin.
Glad you decided to join us.
I end up smiling back. So what's going on today?
Oh, just improv exercises, having some fun and all that jazz. Our impromptu performance the other day was about as successful as a Puritan party, so we're taking today to relax and gather our morale.
So it didn't go well?
I can say with 100% confidence that it was absolutely terrible.
And that's why the room is so empty?
I see that nothing escapes your eye, Mr. Holmes.
Crackers!
Sir, yes. We are left stranded in the desert, wretched, alone. Oh, woe.
Ooh. Ooh. Ah, crackers.
Despite the dramaticism of her tone, I notice that she seems to be happier. You like that there's less people, don't you?
Well, that sounds so unpleasant. Rather smaller and more intimate group provides for better screen time coverage in the case that our lives are made into a show.
Show? What?
Think about it. Stories with large ensemble casts often purely focus on external conflict, while smaller casts allow room for individual character development and realization. That's how a lot of TV shows work, you know. And that's why smaller casts are worse for you if you break a bone.
Just when I thought I was beginning to understand her, something like this happens. I see.
Of course you did. You have 2 functioning eyes.
Before I can respond to this absurdly literal statement, the club president claps her hands, gathering the attention in the room. Okay, guys, I don't think anyone else is coming. Let's get started. The group shuffles into a circle. The president's eyes land on me. Her eyes widen noticeably. Oh, Yama Ishimoto, great to have you here. You remember me?
Why, of course, Akira.
Akira frantically makes some kind of vague gesture with her hands. The president coughs.
Akira brought you here. Foreign spy, right? It wasn't that long ago.
I noticed their unusual actions, but decide to ignore it. Right.
Well, you're in luck. Today I've got some great exercises planned. You guys ready?
The group, though small, lets out a hearty roar. The president slides a hat toward the middle of the room. Inside it lies a tangled mass of paper. Okay, let's just do some warm-up improv. Akira, do you mind?
It'd be a pleasure, Prez.
She eagerly shuffles forward and snatches a random slip. Her eyes drift over the words.
My character is a lawyer.
Good, Tatsuya. Why don't you match her? Sure thing, Brez. He also extracts the slip and snorts in disbelief. A dragon with an attachment complex to his captive princess. Great! You guys know the drill. 3 minutes, ready? Kira straightens, still adjusting her jacket. Her partner leaps on the desk and curls him lithely, as if he's an actual dragon. Go! Kira strides forward, flipping her finger to her partner.
Hold it! Mr. Dragon, are you not aware of the severe consequences associated with kidnapping? It's a serious felony offense. Your lightest sentence will be the equivalent of 20 human years or more if you do not cooperate at once.
No! No! You can't take her from me! She's mine!
My precious.
Kira slaps her hand convincingly on the table.
Your Honor, the defendant!
We're not in a court of law, little lawyer. Go away before I fry you to a crisp.
Take that! I thought that dragons were supposed to be creatures of honor. Must I challenge you to a duel?
Her partner gives a long, dreary sigh as if genuinely disturbed by Akira's incessant presence. Fine. You know what? You want to know, little lawyer, why I refuse to forfeit my precious?
Enlighten me.
Simply this, little lawyer. You are playing by the code of humans. I am playing by the code of dragons. Shall I tell you what the code of dragons states?
That a dragon could kidnap any poor innocent soul whenever they so please?
No. In fact, little lawyer, it is prohibited for a dragon to withhold a precious maiden for more than 24 hours against her will, barring the major extenuating circumstance.
Which is?
If the places to which she must return is worse than in our possession. The room gasps slightly. Even Akira's confidence falters.
She what?
My dear, dear, precious little lawyer was cruelly abused in her own castle. It is safer for her for her here than anywhere else.
But that can't...
A brief silence falls on the group, punctuated by the shrill tone of an alarm. The club president hastily waves her phone as the room breaks into applause. Time up! Great job, Akira Tetsuya. That was really creative.
That plot twist was a brilliant comeback, Tetsuya. It was so fun to watch!
When Akira sits next to me, I lean closer to her. So, this is just an improv where anything goes?
Actually, it's more like a battle of wits. As improv continues, a scenario is created where each person clearly takes one side. While staying in character, they must figure out how to win the battle of wits before time is up.
That doesn't seem very even.
Oh no, I'm just no good at it. You see, I should have said the princess was actually Spartan. Therefore, what the dragon perceives as abuse, society perceives as normal.
That kind of improv concept is very interesting. I've never thought of something like that before. Okay, next. Yama, wanna give it a try? Sure. I pluck a slip of paper from the hat. Ha, just my luck. A delinquent boy.
What'd you get, General? An honorable student? An honorable samurai? A trip of night?
Sorry to disappoint, but... Hi guys, I'm so sorry for being late. That music skipped though. Suddenly the door flies open and Ruri comes rocketing into the room, dumping her backpack on the ground. My mind runs completely blank. Ruri, she's part of the drama club. I'd completely forgotten. How can you forget about something like that? Oh, perfect timing, Ruri. Why don't you play opposite of Yama? We're doing battle improv. Oh god. Oh no. She's gonna be a good friend or something. Ruri's eyes land on me. Surprise etched clearly all over her features. Guilt churns in my stomach as she shuffles away, her smile adopting a clearly awkward tint.
I probably...
Come on, the hat's waiting.
I think I forgot something.
She inches through the doorway. I wrap my fingers in my pockets, trying to stem the stifled air out of my lungs.
Rui.
Ruri halts in her steps, staring pleadingly at Akira.
Why don't you be Yama's partner?
Horror spreads across Ruri's face. Fierce indignation rears in my stomach. I bite my tongue to keep my words back. Why? Of all days for her to interfere, why today? Does she know what happened between Ruri and me? Is this her way of exacting revenge since she got in a fight with Ruri?
I have to go, Akira.
What? Ruri! Ruri quickly scoops up her backpack and bolts from the room. Akira's face falls.
Well, it was worth a shot.
What's gotten her so antsy? An uncomfortable silence descends upon the room. It's more than I can bear. I hurriedly grab my backpack, my mind still clouded with anger. Sorry, I have to go too. Thanks for the performance, though. Wait, you too? Already?
General, why?
Goodbye, Akira. I'm barely able to keep the snap out of my voice as I rush out of the classroom. I only stop when I break into fresh air. My thoughts, now broken from their mold, are racing uncontrollably in my head. Ruri, train, Shochi's death, seeing Ruri, yelling at Ruri, hurting Ruri. I even forgot that she was in the drama club.
General, hold up!
Akira sprints to me, face wrought with worry.
Why'd you leave all of a sudden?
I clench my jaw, working to keep my words civil. Akira, I need you to be honest with me.
Okay.
Did you also ask Ruri to come to drama club today?
She usually comes, but I wanted to make sure.
That's answer enough. Why did you want to make sure? Because you wanted us to meet?
Oh, yes.
Akira, please. I've told you this before, but you need to stop meddling. Look, Ruri and I fought yesterday. What just happened in that classroom? Well, I think you might have made the scenario a whole lot worse.
General, I know that you and Ruri fought.
What? My anger blossoms in my stomach. Then why did you plan this? Did you intentionally try to make us miserable? Is this because you and Ruri are on bad terms?
No! Ruri and I made up a long time ago. Well, actually, it was just yesterday. But still!
This appeases me slightly. I try to withhold my accusations. Then why?
You need to make up with Ruri, General. I wasn't there, so I don't know who was wrong and who was right, but it's always best to apologize first.
The words are unusually straight and simple, especially coming from her. Still, I don't appreciate how she's meddling, yet again. Here's the thing. I don't even know if we will make up. We might just not talk to each other again. Move on with our lives.
That's exactly what can't happen, General. Don't you see? You move on, you leave loose ends, and you end up with regrets that fester inside you like mozzarella cheese in an Indian summer. Even if it's painful, you need to make up. Because by the time you're ready, it's too late.
She sinks into the bench. For the first time, I realize that her chipper demeanor belies an exhausted face. Too late? She spends a moment in pensive silence before she speaks. I can sense the story behind her heavy words.
General, you know Shoji? The unfortunate soul who died recently. Recently died?
I do. More than I wish I did.
He was in my class.
I take a moment to swallow this fact. Shoji had to be part of a class, of course. I just hadn't thought of such an association.
I saw him, General. I knew Akane, I knew the relationship, I knew that she had disappeared and he was taking it hard. I saw the signs, every single one. He'd joke about suicide. He wouldn't talk with anyone except his closest friend, Haru, but Haru was in a different class. He wouldn't eat, he wouldn't sleep. He was even giving stuff away. And he was saying goodbye to everyone.
It's morbidly fascinating. Even while I can sense the heavy sense of guilt in Kira's words, I find the back of my mind cataloging that Shoji was planning to die. That incident at the train was suicide? I quickly catch myself. Now's not the time to think about this. I need to understand Akira. The weight associated with her guilt, it's not something that she should bear in the first place.
He was a textbook example of a suicidal thinker, General, and I just ignored him. Too awkward to talk to him, too weird to approach him normally. I did nothing. Rui talked with him. She did what I should have.
She did? When did she... No, I shouldn't be surprised. That's something Rui would do. Rui with her big, soft heart. The heart that I brutally crushed. Akira, that just shows that his death isn't your fault. Shoji died regardless of what she said.
No, General, I could have done something. If I had just talked to him, if I had just smiled once, just waved once, just let him know that he mattered. He died, General. He died and it was too late.
I'd always thought that Akira's bubbly exterior would allow all the troubles of the world to bounce right off of her skin. But she's taking Shoji's death harder than anyone I've seen. The pain in her voice is nearly palpable. We use that word a lot, don't we?
General, that's what can't happen with Rui. Life is just too short. You don't know what the next day will bring. You could get run over by a car, or Rui could get run over by a car, or a nuclear bomb will hit Isamu and wipe out the entire population. It might sound stupid, but you have to make up now before you have any regrets.
She laces her fingers together and stares at them.
So please, talk with Rui, General. Don't let the skirmish turn into a 7-year war.
It's clear and open and everything not Akira, but everything Akira. All at once. I know I should be empathizing with her pain, but all I can think is that I'm impressed. There's much more to her, a deep heart that I never knew was there. I'll try to make up. I tried to smile reassuringly, but she returns it, her shoulders relaxing.
Well, if you need some acid.
Acid. Did I fucking say acid? I ruined the moment. God, I need help.
Well, if you need some aid, you can always call for backup. I have a particularly dangerous concoction known as the matchmaking plan. All it requires is a nearby movie theater, a bouquet of roses.
This isn't for a date.
Well, who's to say that it can't be?
I snort at this, but it comes out a little more affectionate than I was expecting. Let's stick with a simple apology.
Well, General, even if you want to be born, I do want to give you any help I can offer.
Thanks for the thought, but it's something I should do myself. It's between me and Ruri, so I'll take responsibility for it, not you. Akira freezes at this statement. Did I hurt her feelings? I appreciate the offer, though. She only averts her gaze and shuffles away. It concerns me. Akira?
Huh?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just, it's really cool of you, General. It's very admirable.
Admirable that I take responsibility for my own crap?
Well, I don't know. Is it time for me to get going? It must be. They'll all be wondering where I am. See you, General. Thanks for stopping by. And please make up with her soon. Bye.
And just as suddenly as she appeared, Kira bolts away. Her words are strange, her analogies are unthinkable, and half the time, I'm not sure if we're speaking the same language, but today I felt closer with her than most of my lifetime friends. Long-time friends! Fuck! Amazingly enough, I think we're actually starting to reach some semblance of understanding. I head back to my apartment, pondering the encounter in my mind. It's still light out by the time I return. The day stretches ahead of me, full of possibilities that don't actually exist. Well, guys, this episode has gone on for long enough, and I need to actually make some fucking lunch, because I'm dead. But anyway, guys, if you guys, with that being said, that will be the end of this episode of Lucid9. If you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a like. Leave a like if you liked it. Fuck. Forgot my outro. That being said, oh my god. Okay, let me restart. Hit the rewind button. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this episode and you would like to see more, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!
Nailed it.